Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. In JMA Friday for today's second video, so as also on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and CFS meteorologists, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video today was our 6 AM upload. We're 10 to 14 there with all operating features coming up for you later on this afternoon. And then this evening, at 10 PM, we will have the ECMWF 42-day slash 6 weeks look ahead. That would normally be released on Saturday morning, but this week we're doing it on Friday evening, because tomorrow we're going to have the second Winter 2022-2023 season model roundup. Wow. That's going to be very interesting in all of the long range models together, see what they're all showing for the coming winter. I don't know, but we've got plenty to get through today before we have to worry about that. So I shall get with JMA Friday for you now. Please like, share, subscribe on the video. Thank you so much, everyone. But then, right, so let's start off with the week 1 500 millibar heights anomaly, taking us from the 28th of October to the 4th of November. The coming week will have above average heights sitting to our south and east, with below average heights to the north and west, and that's going to bring unsettled conditions in off the Atlantic, and also very mild winds from the south and from the southwest as well. So becoming very mild, or staying very mild, but also turning and becoming more unsettled with that low pressure heading in from off the Atlantic. Week 2 is going to be the 4th through to the 11th of November, with below average heights again over the country, with higher pressure building within the northern latitudes there. Definitely for southwards as well, so that's probably a cooler week, and certainly very unsettled under that trough of low pressure. Weeks 3 and 4 will take us from the 11th to the 25th of November. It all starts looking quite interesting now. Above average heights begin to appear to the north of the country, around southern Greenland, Iceland. Below average heights are down here, so lower pressure running through there. And you will think that will probably turn the wind into a colder easterly there, wouldn't you? And it's a 2-week anomaly as well, so that is like on the 11th, 25th of November. So normally it's a relatively weak anomaly for like 2 weeks, because you can get transitional periods, but that looks like quite a strong signal to turn blocked and potentially rather colder as we go into the middle and second half of November. How interesting. Let's have a look at the tropical and mid-latitude view. So that was the Arctic and North Pole view, of course, and we can't see the Arctic and North Pole, Greenland, Scandinavia, all those areas are off the chart on this view. We've had a look at that view down, so know what's happening. The British Isles and Ireland in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. So a reminder of the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly on the 28th of October, 4th of November. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic. High pressure is to our south and east, and we bring up those very mild, if not warm, southwesterly to southerly winds. So temperature anomalies are really warm in the weekend in the yellow and orange category, so like 2 to 3 degrees above average. Wow. Very mild conditions continuing, but also wet. Look at this, above average rainfall in the weekend, so warm and wet. Now week 2 is going to be the 4th to the 11th, and it looks like that low pressure of November. Low pressure is right over top of the country then, trough of low in the 500 millibar flow. Still a little bit milder than average, but the temperature anomaly is reducing, especially so for more northern and western regions. And again, it's another wet week to come with above average rainfall. And then we get to weeks 3 and 4, which takes us from the 11th to the 25th of November, and the heights rise to the north. And could that start to get the wind into a colder easterly? The temperature anomaly is not cold, but is reducing back nearer normal. So we're losing all those yellow and orange colours, although they are still to our south to some degree. There is a reduction going on there in the temperature anomaly, but it isn't going colder than average. Things are also drying out as well. So the precipitation anomaly is going a little bit drier than normal. I reckon that could turn things a bit colder, but let's wait and see. Now, move through to CFS, see how that compares. So again, these are 500 millibar height anomalies broken down to week periods. The first week period will take us from the 28th of October to the 3rd of November, the coming week again with high pressure over and to the east of the country. Low pressure is out to west. Winds will be coming up from a very mild southerly or southwesterly direction. Week 2 looks like that, unsettled. Got agreement between the CFS and the JMA today. 4th to the 10th of November, low pressure more or less parts itself over top of the country, so that's going to be very unsettled. Week 3 is going to be the 11th to the 17th of November with high pressure to our south and southeast. Low pressure is away to our north and northwest. So that's turning dry and will be very mild again with winds in from the southwest. And then week 4, interesting. This is the 18th to the 24th of November. High pressure then goes into the middle of the North Atlantic, heads up towards southern Greenland. Low pressure is over France and Spain. And again, could that start to pull winds into a colder northerly or northeasterly? Let's put in a question mark. Looks interesting though, doesn't it? The temperature anomaly for week 1 is exceptionally mild in those deep red colours there. That's the 28th of October to 3rd of November. Week 2 also has above average temperatures, although not by as much, for sort of around a degree above average then, but still mild. That's week 2. Week 3 is going to be the 11th, 17th of November, above average again by around 1 to 2 degrees. That's a warmer week, if anything. And then week 4 is the 18th, 24th of November. That's when we start getting the heights in the North Atlantic going towards Greenland. And that one's still above average, like half a degree to 1 degree above, but the anomaly is coming down. And whether we will then go on and get some properly colder than average weather, we'll have to wait and see about that. The precipitation anomaly for week 1 is wetter than normal in the weekend, 28th of October, 3rd of November. Week 2, 4th to 10th of November, is also wetter than normal. Week 3 is the 11th, 17th of November. That's a little bit wetter than average to our north, but signals are weakening. And then week 4 has no particular signal, although it is a little bit drier than average in the Atlantic and close to Greenland, telling us that there are some interesting developments taking place out west. Ooh. I don't know. That was a bit of a turn up for the book at the end there, wasn't it? But before we get to anything interesting from a colder perspective, later in November, we have got a lot of mild and quite wet weather to go through over the next couple of weeks. And then maybe middle of November on, we start thinking about things getting a little bit colder if those heights start pushing up to the north. And we'll have to wait and see about that. Okay, so that's JMA Friday this week. You'll find out this evening whether the ECMWF is agreeing with all of this, because we're going to do another extended look at this evening with the EC 6-week model. So that will be an interesting watch. That's coming up for you at 7 p.m. But before then, in a little while, got your 10 to 14 down, which will include all operator features. So make sure you keep checking back to the channel for more. And for this one, that's all for now. And thanks so much.